Yo, welcome back everybody to a brand new PTCGL Paldea Evolved deck video, and today we're going to be looking at what I think is the best single price deck to come out of Paldea Evolved, and that is going to be the United Wings deck. It is Night March 2.0, and United Wings hits the perfect weaknesses right now in our standard format. Before we do get into the video, if y'all are excited for the Paldea Evolved video here on United Wings, and y'all have been enjoying the content, make sure to like on the video. Today's like goal is 450 likes. Y'all have been killing it with the like goals on all the Paldea Evolved content, so I appreciate y'all once again for showing the support on the content. I've been enjoying playing all the new decks with the new set, of course, and yeah, the like goal is 450 likes. Once again, thank you all for the support on the content. But yeah, United Wings is Night March Reborn. United Wings have the attack United Wings that do 20 damage for each Pokemon in your discard pile that have the attack United Wings. So we have 4 Murkrow, we have 4 Wattrel, and we have 4 Flamigo. And being Murkrow having a dark type, and obviously Wattrel being lightning type, hits for pretty good weakness right now. Wattrel hitting for weakness against Lugia V-Star and Palkia V-Star, which has actually resurfaced now that Xianpao is out. And also, Murkrow, of course, being a dark type, is really, really good against Gardevoir EX, which is probably the new best deck, and also against Mew VMAX. And Flamigo's got the really cool ability Instaflock. When you play Flamigo from your hand onto your bench, you can search deck for up to 3 Flamigos and put them in your hand. That means if you have like Ultra Ball or Research or Serena, you can use Flamigo's ability to put them in your hand and then discard them, putting 3 United Wingsers in the discard pile right away. And we have Ditto, which of course Ditto can copy your basic Pokemon, so Ditto can copy Murkrow and Wattrel from the discard pile, giving you some extra attacking options here with the Ditto. And this is my United Wings deck I've been playing with. I played a bit of it on my live stream the other day and actually really enjoyed the deck quite a bit. I think United Wings is a really fun single price deck that obviously is just not going to be Lost Box, but can keep up with most other decks in the format that don't have Sableye in it. But before we get into the video, show 2, the sponsor Card Cavern TCG. As always, if you're ever looking for any PTCG live pack codes, get them over at Card Cavern. Card Cavern sells codes in line for the cheapest. So if you're going to be picking up any Paldea Evolved codes or any other codes that are out right now, make sure to go get your codes over at Card Cavern. And if you do get anything at Card Cavern, at the checkout, use my discount code LDF for a 5% discount on your order. Help the channel, help yourself out, and help out Card Cavern. So shout out Card Cavern, check them out, and make sure to use code LDF if you get any codes over at Card Cavern. Also, make sure to go check out the Shovel Squad down below. Every Monday, I post a new video over to the Shovel Squad's channel, and of course, I also have a second channel down below, too. You can also check that out. I just posted a video where I looked at some cards that got revealed early from our next set in August, Obsidian Flame. So definitely go check that out over on the second channel. But let's take a look at my United Wings deck here. So yeah, United Wings is the new Night March, doing 20 damage for each Pokemon in your discard pile with United Wings. And with the Pokemon we have, you can actually hit for okay numbers. Again, being able to hit for relevant weakness right now is really the thing that carries this United Wings combo. Because again, Murkrow being able to hit Gardevoir for weakness and Wattrel being able to hit Lugia V-Star for weakness is pretty awesome. Now, because this deck doesn't really have as many like good discard cards, obviously Battle Compressor does not exist. We are going to be playing Kirlia on the deck with Refinement, where you can discard a card from your hand and then draw 2 cards. So it gives us a bit of a draw engine, and it also lets us, you know, get rid of a United Wings in our hand. And I'm also playing the Articuno V. I really enjoy playing this card in this deck. Now, Galarian Meowth would have been really good to play in here, but that card did rotate. So instead, I decided to play Galarian Articuno V, which allows you to discard 2 cards from your hand and you get to draw a card. So very useful ability in order to discard United Wings cards from your hand and getting to draw an extra card too on top of it. Now, Articuno is, of course, a 2-prize liability, but we are playing 2 Collapsed Stadium in the deck as our stadium of choice. Collapsed Stadium allows us to discard Pokemon from our bench, meaning that if we can use this to get rid of an excess United Wings Pokemon we have in play to do more damage, we can also use it to get rid of our Articuno at any point in the game if we fill our bench up, which we will be able to. We play a lot of basics. We can Collapse Stadium the Articuno off the board and make it so the opponent cannot boss knock it out. Once we get our value out of Articuno, we're chilling. Articuno also lets us play a Forest Seal Stone in the deck, which does give us that extra bit of search that we need. I do like Squawkabilly in here too. I've seen some people do play the Squawkabilly. I personally don't think Squawkabilly is necessary. I find that Squawkabilly is awkward. Sometimes you do discard a lot of important resources when you use it. I just don't like Squawkabilly, but if you wanted to play Squawkabilly in here too, be my guest. I prefer the Articuno over the Squawkabilly, but you can play Squawkabilly too if you really wanted to. Now, I am playing Radiant Charizard as another attacker. This deck does do decent damage and hits for good weakness, but there are going to be situations where you're not getting knockouts on Pokemon like Xianpaos and obviously Miraidon, and Arceus is another big one. So I decided to put a Radiant Charizard in the list here. Radiant Charizard with Combustion Blast, of course. We can combine that with the new Special Energy, Luminous Energy, which does allow Radiant Charizard to attack for 1 Fire Energy without having to play Fire Energy. And we can use Luminous Energy with our Murkrow, which does need a Dark Energy to attack. Now, Luminous Energy basically provides every type of energy on a Pokemon. However, if you have another special energy on that Pokemon, Luminous Energy does provide Colorless Energy instead. So as long as we're not putting a double Turbo on or another Luminous Energy on a Pokemon like our Radiant Charizard, we can use Luminous Energy for the 1 energy effect, which is pretty nice. But yeah, this is the list I am playing. Again, we got the Dittos, the Kirlias. I am playing a Gallade, just another really strong attacker. Can help against Miraidon, and of course helps against Arceus V-Star with Dynablade here, doing 60 damage for each of your opponent's Pokemon via play. Just another really strong attacker we get access to with double turbo, so I decided to squeeze Gallade in. And that's really for the list. Everything else is stuff you usually see. I like having Defiance Band and Belt in the deck. Defiance Band does let you do extra damage to V Pokemon, which can be very important in knocking out Vs, or EXs, I mean, sorry, EXs, not Vs. EXs. So that's why we are playing Defiance Band, and also the Choice Belt is nice to have too. So having the split, honestly, another modifier would honestly be good. I wouldn't mind even playing a second Defiance Band or a second Choice Belt in here too. Let's go try out the United Wings deck on PCG Live, see in action, and let's see what we're able to do with United Wings in our standard format. All right, we are going to go second, and that's good because we can get a turn 1 attack off if we're lucky. And I mean, this is certainly a hand. Not a good hand, but it is definitely a hand. So we'll see. The mulligan's nice. Playing against Gardevoir. Okay, Gardevoir's good matchup, but when our starting hand is unplayable, it's not so good. Just need to be able to draw cards. All right, an extra card will go a long way. That's not helping. Oof. We'll see. This is one way to lose to Guardy, is not drawing very well. Do they have a Battle VIP? They do. I think they drew that. Guardy always has it, bro. They always got the turn Battle VIP every time. They have another one. Double Battle VIP me, I dare you. They could Iono me. The one thing with Gardevoir now is it does play heavy Iono, which is good for us. So, they play an Iono, that's fine. There's an Ultra Ball. Okay. We'll see what they got. Yeah, this is pretty awkward, just because our starting hand sucks. Man, they don't even need Mew. They just got all 3 Ralts anyways. Not good. Yeah, our hand isn't very good. We'll see what we can do. Draw anything good? Bro, what is this hand? All right. First thing we can do, though, is Flamigo. And then Instaflock. We prized a Flamigo. F. All the Murkrows are in there, which is good. We're at the Level Ball for Ralts. Kirlia is one of our only saving graces. All right. Pretty unfortunate turn 1. I mean, they, of course, had the Battle VIP, and I got nothing. We'll see if they have an Iono or a Research. They're playing Penny, which Guardialists, I think, are cutting, so I don't know. No, they have a Temple of Sinnoh. Sure. Okay, that is Iono. Perfect. We do lose a double Flamigo, but at least we should see a play. If we don't get a playable card that lets us, like, draw cards, I'll be surprised. I mean, we don't have a supporter, but at least it's better than last hand, so we take dose. There's a Frog Crystal. If my opponent gets Rare Candy Guardy this turn, that's a little sketchy. I don't know if I can KO it with Murkrow right away. It's possible, but we'll see. We're kind of hoping for another turn here of attacking. Got to get rid of that Stadium, though. That Temple Sinnoh is actually really annoying because it prevents me from being able to attack here with double Turbo Energy, which is not great. We'll see. We'll see. Probably get another Murkrow. Well, we got a Level Ball for Kirlia and then go from there. I don't know. We'll see. We just need to make sure we're able to do stuff this turn, a.k.a. attack my opponent. Ooh, Skyseal Stones. They're playing that. I don't think they're playing Mewtwo V Union. If they're playing Mewtwo V Union, that'd be very sketchy, too. Mewtwo V Union's a little sketchy to play against with this deck. All right, they have 4 cards in hand. They've already Iono. They got Zacian V. That's fine. Zacian V is weak to Metal. All right. Best top deck would probably just flat out be a supporter. Like, our Research would be fantastic. Come on, I own into 6 new cards. Yeah, there we go. All right. Still going to get Kirlia. Well, we can watch. I guess it doesn't really matter how we sequence this. We'll Ultra Ball. Get rid of the Dark. Probably going to have to get rid of Ditto Ultra Ball, I think, here. It's going to get Kirlia. It's fine. Even if we don't do a ton of damage, I just want to make sure we're setting up. Alright. What do we got? Alright, we got the attack. which is pretty good. We can Level Ball for... Grab Murkrow. Probably going to bench that. So we'll do Kirlia first. Or maybe it was correct to do Level Ball last. I don't know. Ooh, nice. I do want to bench Murkrow. It's kind of grief. We'll play the Collapsed Stadium, get rid of that Temple. I mean, obviously I'm not killing Cresselia, but they can Cresselia me. Is there even a... I'm doing 20 damage. Actually, kind of grief. Oh my god. They can just snipe my Murkrow. This thing's actually kind of annoying for us. They can just snipe Murkrow here. Alright, maybe we do just Ultra Ball. I think I'm settled on it, sure. We'll sit for 60. There's no point. Yeah, they can just snipe Murkrow. I don't know. It's kind of grief. I don't know. I maybe should have benched Murkrow. I don't know. It's kind of annoying they can just snipe it like that. It's kind of awkward. Cresselia is kind of annoying for us, not going to lie. I need to get Murkrow down, though, at some point. I do have the retreat option with Flamigo, which is nice. I need to find Luminous Energy. I am a little scared of my opponent getting another stadium down, so that could be a problem. They do have the Gardevoir here. They got 4 cards in hand. Let's see what they're able to do this turn. They're probably just going to go Cresselia. They can heal 20 off. I can still KO the Cresselia, though, which is nice. So as long as we're able to knock out Cresselia, that's fine. Yeah, as long as we can deal with Cresselia, it's not a big deal. I want to make sure we can KO it, if we can. Let's see what they do here. They got Ultra Ball. Potion? What? They're playing Potion? I mean, it makes sense to play it, but that is definitely a card that could have been played on the Cresselia. They got Rare Candy Guardy. Sure. They could attack with Gardevoir this turn, which would also be kind of annoying. But if they do go Gardevoir EX, there is a world where I can knock it out. So actually, honestly, if they go Gardevoir, maybe, just maybe, we can get a response KO. We'll see. They have 2 cards in hand here. Let's see what they're going for. I do feel like Cresselia is probably just fine here, obviously. But we'll see if they go for Guardy. I think they're going for the Cresselia. Are they going to Lunar Blast me? I mean, it doesn't matter what they attack me with, I guess. If they use Cresselia, but like, I mean, Moonglow Reverse, bro. Like, it doesn't really matter, obviously. We're going to hit him with the Flamigo, but still. Need to bench 2 Murkrows here. Yeah, I need to bench 2 Murkrows. Okay. So we'll go Flamigo. We'll draw for turn, which is another Research. Could be better. All right, Research. Okay. We got stuff. I don't think we want to bench Articuno anymore because we've already collapsed. So we're just going to Refinement away the Articuno. Need another Murkrow. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we need 2 Murkrows because my opponent could boss the Murkrow. I mean, I have the retreat option, but it's like, I just don't want to risk that. Technically, I can hold on to Force Seal Stone. So, yeah, I think we just knock out this Cresselia. It is kind of an annoying threat for us, so let's take it out. We will take our prize here. Prize number 6 is a Heavy Ball, which is pretty good. I think I prized a United Wings there. Honestly, I'm not even sure. I didn't really check my prize. I actually... No, we did prize a Flamigo, I think. So that's actually... That gets us Flamigo. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll hold the Force Seal Stone. I can always Super Rod Gardevoir or Articuno back and then put it down into play and then maybe use it to win the game. So that could be like our game-winning play. So no reason to play it just yet. Yeah, I'm still scared of a Temple of Sinnoh here because I don't have a Dark Energy right now. So that is a bit of an issue. If I had Boss here, that wouldn't be bad either. I would love to Boss KO Gardevoir. Can't do that right now, though. This thing having no damage on it is kind of annoying, too, actually. I maybe should just play Escape Rope. Might do that, actually, because we can play Defiance Band. Yeah, maybe I Escape Rope. Oh, they're going to Boss. They actually go after one of my Murkrows. That's fine. That's why I did bench 2 of them. That's fine, that's fine. That does fuel my stuff more. And I can just promote Flamigo here, I guess. Guess we can Defiance Band for the KO. We'll see we top deck. Another Energy. Alright, let's Heavy Ball. Grab Flamigo. Yeah, prices aren't that bad. Level Ball Iono, it's not too bad. Refinement away the Flamigo. Our other Murkrow. I kind of need that. So we're doing 120. So I play the Defiance Band. We can take a knockout. I guess I have to. Do I hold the hand? We can bench a second Murkrow. Yeah, I'm just going to Iono, I think. Yeah, well, Iono, sure. That's fine. Honestly, getting Rod wouldn't be bad next turn if I can. All right, we got Bell. Bell's good. Now let's knock him out. United Wings for the knockout. All right, all right. We'll see if we can still win. It's still winnable, still winnable. Prize number 5. What do we got? Manaphy? Okay. The nice thing about Gardy, they don't play 2 boss, so I don't think we're going to get bossed here, which is good. So I'm like thinking about it. Yeah, Gardy does not play 2 bosses order. We might not be able to KO Zacian. We'll see. Would love to find a boss. The fact that I haven't seen a boss yet is kind of annoying. They might Iono me again. If I can get a boss this turn, that'd be great, because I would love to boss KO Gardevoir here. This is a good time to KO the Gardevoir with boss, so hopefully we can get to that point. With our current hand, it's not looking good. We're just kind of hoping this Gardevoir doesn't play 2 Temple of Sinnoh. We'll see, though. They got Super Rod. They can get Cresselia back. Which... No, they didn't put Cresselia back in the deck. Interesting. There's Greninja. I really... Okay, you know what? This game needs a game log. I do not like how I couldn't... Bro, it didn't show me what they Super Rodded back. I just had to guess what they got back with Super Rod. I hate that, dude. They literally... Dude, they need to give this game... We need a game log so bad, bro. Look, so they're going to play the second Super Rod, which we'll get the Cresselia back. What? But they didn't even show you what they got back, bro. Dude, this game is scuffed. They need a game log on this game so badly. This game needs a game log. This game really badly needs a game log. It's so grief. So grief. And they get that boss back. No, not the boss. Anything but the boss. This is where I need a boss myself. I would love to boss KO Gardevoir this turn. That'd be beautiful. We can KO Zacian this turn, though. I mean, we can win in 2 turns, to be honest. So, I mean, this is looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. We can still win in 2 turns. Potentially. So we should be able to KO Zacian. Then we just knock out Gardevoir for a game with boss. So we might be able to wrap this up. We'll see, though. We'll see. Again, would be really nice if I could see what my opponent got back with Super Rod. I don't think they got anything like crazy back. I don't think it really matters too much. It's just like, this game really does need a game log. Ooh, they're going to go Gardevoir here. That's fine. They're going to attack with Gardy. We can KO it. If I can get boss, would love to Murkrow here. But I don't think we're going to get boss. Would really like to KO that Gardevoir EX. We'll see. They play 4 Seal Stone. That's not good. Okay, that's fine. Okay. How much energy do we have left? So 1 double turbo. Okay. Go Ditto. We're going to have to Ditto them. They're probably going to boss a Murkrow next turn, I imagine. Ooh, we got Iono? Kind of need Iono. Do I play Iono? We're losing some supporters. I mean, all I really need to do is, like, plan boss accordingly. I don't think... Honestly, I wouldn't hate Ionoing them here. They have 4 Seal Stone. It doesn't really matter if we play the Iono, I feel like. Still, I don't hate it. Yeah, I'll play Iono, sure. Keep my research resources, because we could still get, like, Iono to Roxanne or something. I don't know, I think it's fine. Nice. Worked out. Got Refinement, get rid of a Wattrel. We got both Boss and Luminous Energy, which is huge. We can do this. The other Luminous Energy. Okay, then. Do that. And we will United Wings for the knockout. Okay. The Iono didn't matter, because, again, they have 4 Seal Stone, but it's, like, still. All right, we'll take our prize. What do we got here? We got the Heavy Ball. Sure. Having both boss in hand is honestly kind of dumb. I don't like that, because now if they Iono me, then I lose both my boss, and I can't boss Gardevoir. We might have to just boss for game. I think that might have to be the game-winning turn is to boss. They are going to Rare Candy Gardevoir, it looks like, judging from the Ralts promotion. They have played 1 Rare Candy so far, so they should have a second Rare Candy. Yep, there it is. They're going to knock me out Gardy again. We knock out Gardevoir, and then we just KO Zacian or Gardevoir for game. But they are going to boss my Murkrow. So now we can boss their Gardevoir EX, which is what I'm going to do. We can boss kill the Gardevoir EX here with our Murkrow. So that'll be that. Unless, if they have another Temple of Sinnoh, that is going to be pretty bad. Then I can't do that. But I also could just boss Zacian, which would also be fine. But it would be, I preferred if they did not play another Temple of Sinnoh. But yeah, now I get to boss KO the Gardevoir for game. Still have Escape Rope in the deck, too, which is good. See, I think we're chilling. I think we're chilling. I think we're cooking. We're cooking. We're cooking. We'll see what they do here. 4 cards in hand. Conceal cards. They're not done yet. They got their Versal Energy. So I'm kind of hoping they just play Temple Collapsed. Double Temple would suck, because I'd have to draw Super Rod here, and then have to Rod and then draw the energy off Kirlia, which ain't happening. All right, nice, nice. So we can KO Gardevoir on the bench, and then that's probably checkmate. Yo, Murkrow hitting for weakness is lit. All right, all right. What do we draw? What do we got? Super Rod. Oh, we actually did draw the Rod. Look at that. All right, attach. Do I play Rod? No, I don't think so. I think we just Refinement away Heavy Ball. Boss Gardevoir. And knockout. And that should be GG's. My opponent most likely can't take 2 prizes here unless they play Echoing Horn. If they play Echoing Horn, then GG's. I will lose to the one Gardevoir deck that plays Echoing Horn. Honestly, I should have rodded. What if, okay, if they actually play an Echoing Horn, I'm done. But maybe I should have super rodded the Articuno back on, like the 1% chance they play an Echoing Horn, but they don't, obviously. There's the Iono. That's fine. We got Kirlia. Would have been nice to have, maybe I should have Heavy Ball for Ralts, actually. I mean, it doesn't really matter anymore, but still. Nah, maybe I should have rodded, actually. Getting the energy back was important. But I don't think they have anything else. Yeah, they don't got to... I guess, okay, they could have Iono Templed me, and that actually would have been pretty bad. But luckily, they didn't do that, and then we get to win the game here. Remote Ditto. And that will be GG's with the deck. We drew the Collapsed anyway, so, okay, that wouldn't have mattered. Okay, cool. Wouldn't have mattered. We drew the Collapsed. So if they had a Temple, we would have drawn Collapsed. And that's game with the United Wings. Again, Gardevoir, I think, is a pretty fine matchup for this deck. If everything kind of just goes well, I think Gardevoir is a pretty decent matchup for you. Cresselia and Temple Sinnoh, I think, are the 2 most annoying cards your opponent has access to in that matchup, but this matchup is not too bad at all. Being able to hit Gardevoir EX for weakness just seems to be pretty good in the format right now. I can't lie. All right, again, in this game, we have a pretty okay hand. We are going to go second, so we can immediately get a turn 1 attack off. Against Gardy. Gardy is one of the better matches for United Wings, I would say, because we are playing Murkrow. Our open hand is not bad either, so that is a bonus. We have a couple things we can do. Losing a couple energy, but that's fine. We can probably get a turn 1 KO, actually, which is pretty good. They got Mimikyu. No, what? They're playing Mimikyu? Okay, I tweaked to dark, but that is maybe a problem. That's definitely not what I was expecting to see was a Mimikyu, but here we are. We're playing against the one Gardevoir Mimikyu deck that can beat United Wings, I guess. That was a good top deck. Flamigo's pretty good. We can play the Flamigo, grab all 3. Let's see what we got prized. Do have a Murkrow prized, F. Okay. We have to be careful with what we bench. I guess Ditto actually has enough HP. Maybe it's not that bad, actually. I don't know. It's kind of funny that they play Mimikyu. Alright, whatever. Let's just do this. Don't really want to put Murkrow in the discard pile. We already... Nah, I guess I have to. Because I need to take this knockout. Because, like, double turbo won't knock out this roll. 70 HP is actually pretty annoying, so... Do this. Alright, that's a little bit better. We can level ball for the Ralts. And then... An Ultra Ball here. Get another Wattrel. We can just load up our discard pile with stuff. That seems pretty good. Probably just get another Ditto, I think. Let's grab a Ditto for now, sure. And then... I mean, what are the chances they get Mimikyu VMAX going next turn? They need Acerola. Honestly, I think it's safe to bench Murkrow here. Well, I do need it to KO the Mimikyu anyway, so I think we'll just attack. Maybe I should have kept Serena then. But I don't know. I don't think it was worth it. We'll just knock him out. Level ball, okay. Yeah, I think this is fine. Because, I mean, the odds that they have Mimikyu VMAX, Acerola, energy, and a 5-card hand, I mean, come on. Let's be real. That ain't happening. And if they do have it, then that's pretty good. But we'll see if they have it like that. They do have a Pokegear. That's not good. I mean, I have 2 items in hand, right? Okay, they get a Judge. That's not it. But that is still kind of annoying. My hand's actually pretty good. I don't want to get judged. Actually, yeah, I don't really want to get judged here, to be honest. No shot. Because they can knock out Ditto and Murkrow. But then, honestly, I can still hit them with Flamigo. It's not that bad. It's like kind of funny, though, if they actually have it. Okay, they have an Ultra Ball. And before they play Lumineon. Okay, I think we're getting judged. Unless, well, they could go Kirlia. But that's just probably not a good idea. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. All right, we're getting judged. Which means we are going to lose Research Kirlia Level Ball. Which, I mean, our hand was pretty flawless. And they can knock me out here. So this actually is a kind of an annoying Mimikyu. Hopefully we don't get a bad hand. We got to... If they get rid of Kirlia, this is actually really bad. Oh, God. Dude, I swear if they get rid of Kirlia. They just need an energy. If they whiff an energy, that'd be great. If they don't have an energy, they can max Shadow. Discard Kirlia, potentially, because it's random. And that'd be pretty bad. Oh, my God. Why are we playing against Mimikyu Gardevoir? It was like the one matchup I didn't want to see with this deck. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Sure, they got Trek and Choose. Why not? Yeah, why not? Sure. They're going to get the energy to knock me out and discard my Kirlia. Getting rid of Murkrow or Kirlia would both be bad. I'd rather Gallade or Wattrel, obviously. I don't want to lose the other Murkrow. I don't want to lose all my Murkrows. I kind of need Murkrow. Okay, they got an Ultra Ball. That's fine. Do they not have the energy? I don't know. They probably do. They have a Rope and an Acerola. If I can draw an energy, by the way, I might be able to knock out this Mimikyu. Keyword might. They do have something in their hand, because they did just get rid of an Acerola, and they got rid of Research or Trekking Shoes. So they're clearly holding on to some kind of supporter card. Oh, they didn't get the attack. Miracles do exist, and we draw our Research? We can always rod the Murkrow back. I kind of have to go for this. Okay. We can Level Ball. For my last Wattrel. Do we have a knockout is the question. I think we do have a KO. So let's go Refinement. We'll get rid of Wattrel. Yeah, they're super odd. A lot of energy, though. Dang. All right. How much are we doing right now? 180? All right, they're dead. Yo, we got a knockout. Let's go. We cooking. We cooking today. And we'll Nest Ball for... Sure. Why not? More draw the merrier. United Wings. All right, you know what? That's one way to win. This matchup is kind of dumb. Not going to lie, probably not our best matchup, but I am glad that Murkrow hits for weakness. We get a nice 3-prize lead here. Let's go 1-3-4. Articuno Boss Collapsed. Pretty good prizes. Collapsed Stadium, I don't know if we really need... I'm probably still going to attack with this Flamigo, but those are pretty good prizes. Articuno is probably useless, though. I don't think we're going to use Articuno anymore, but I think we're in a pretty decent spot. They can probably attack here with Gardevoir, though, but we'll see. I don't have another Murkrow in play. That is the one downside right now. I don't have another Murkrow in play, so that is pretty bad. They do have an Acerola. They do get to draw a nice big hand here, but that's fine. They have to deal with Murkrow, but I am pretty far ahead right now where, like, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's not looking good. I'm pretty far ahead in the game right now. Like, if they go Gardevoir EX, I can just go hit and then boss finish it off. Like, I don't know, man. We'll see what they got. They got 6 cards in hand. Do they have any other thing they can do? They have to, like, disrupt my hand, but I don't think we are getting disrupted. They could get another Mimikyu in play, I guess, which, like, I mean, that's, if they do, they do. They get another Mimikyu down. We're going to have to, I don't know. If they go, like, knockout Gardevoir, get Mimikyu in play, that's actually pretty good. I can still 2-shot Guardy, though, so I think it's fine. We'll see. Honestly, I'm not really too worried about this, but we'll see what happens. The fact that we were able to kill that Mimikyu was good. Like, the one matchup, like, the one Guardy deck that happens to play a pretty good counter to my deck, thankfully we were able to counter, because that got pretty close. They do have the Mimikyu V, and they can bench that, use its ability, and then I can't damage it. Fine, though. We'll see if they get the Gardevoir knockout here. No Guardy knockout, we're cooking. I mean, they do need their Acerola. I could just Iono here, putting myself to 2 cards so that, like, Acerola doesn't draw them many cards, and then they most likely just don't have the Mimikyu VMAX play, which would be pretty dope. Yeah, I can't boss KO the Mimikyu, unfortunately, so... I could retreat Murkrow, too. Like, I don't even hate that. I think killing Kirlia, though, is honestly pretty fine. I mean... Looking at their hand, too, right? They need to literally have an Acerola, an Energy, and a Mimikyu VMAX. They're down 2 VMAXs. I don't even think they got it like that. Like, I'm pretty confident we can probably just, like... Probably should have put the double turbo here. Whatever. I'm pretty confident we can just United Wing. I could I could spin turn here. No. I could just Iono myself and then... I mean, I guess we should make it harder on them. All right, I guess we have to do this. We probably should make it harder on them so they don't get the attack. I think it's pretty worth it to do that. Still have rope, right? Yeah. Could play the Rod. We can Rod back Murkrow here. What am I getting a Murkrow back? We bought a Murkrow back. We're still doing 160, which is still 320. Plus, I knocked this out. Yeah, we'll do that, sure. Don't really need Gallade. I'll put a Murkrow back. Just play my hand down. I could play the Collapsed Stadium too, and I can get rid of the Flamigo. And I have a 3-card hand. I kind of like Flamigo though. It doesn't get KO. I think we're gonna keep the Flamigo option open. It's fine. We'll have 5 cards in hand. I don't even know if we'll get a trainer to the prizes. I don't know, to be honest. We'll see. If we get trainers, I don't think it'll make too much of a difference. We do get a trainer. I don't know. I don't think it's going to make a difference whether or not... I mean, again, they literally need to have Acerola Energy Mimikyu VMAX this turn to do anything. I mean, they might have it. I guess we'll see. I mean, they have a 3-card hand. What are the chances? Like, what are the actual odds they got it like that, bro? No shot. I mean, they have a Kirlia, obviously, but no way. I mean, I have game in hand anyways, so it doesn't really matter. I just have game. I should have actually... Yeah, no. I don't know why I didn't double turbo the Flamigo. That was actually a misplay. I definitely should have double turboed the Flamigo. They get rid of a Gardevoir with that. That's an interesting discard. Yeah, now the more I think about it, I definitely misplayed by not putting that on the Flamigo. Because they can KO my Ditto here with Mimikyu, and then I could have retreated into Murkrow. Ooh. So yeah, that was a misplay by not attaching to Flamigo. Now the gear fails anyways, lol. I mean, I guess I have Gallade. Sure. I didn't expect I mean, I don't know. The games, I don't think we're going to lose. They ace roll, then I disrupt my hand, and I have a game anyway, so I don't think it really matters. The game is basically just over, but we'll see. I was a misplay. I should have attached a Flamigo because they go knock out a Murkrow, and then I can retreat Flamigo into another Murkrow. So I should have attached a Flamigo. Yeah, putting the double turbo on Ditto was really silly. I don't know why I did that, but yeah, definitely should have went on the Flamigo. Do they have the Mimikyu? They have 2. They're down 2. Do they even play 3? Like, of course they play 3. Okay, sure. Whatever. That's game. The game's over. We win. They have to KO my Ditto and my Murkrow, right? This is where not attaching... See, if I didn't have boss in hand, I would have been punished uber hard right now. Because I wouldn't have been able to respond to the Mimikyu. Though I could have just Iono'd my opponent, put myself to like a 1-card hand, and was like, bro, good luck knocking me out. So I don't know. I think it would have worked out all the same regardless, but still. It is kind of funny. This deck is really good against Gardevoir. But we played against potentially the worst matchup for Gardevoir, where, of course, we happen to play against a Gardevoir deck that plays a Mimikyu VMAX, which is pretty good against a deck that plays a lot of low HP Pokemon. So, pretty funny RNG there, but thankfully, being a Dark type is still enough to get us over the edge and beat my opponent's wacky Mimikyu VMAX deck. But yeah, the game is over. We just boss Gallade. But yeah, no, it should have put the double turbo on Flamigo, because then I would have been able to win the game with Murkrow on the Mimikyu VMAX, but... works out all the same anyways, so. Just promote Ditto, draw for turn. We draw the Murkrow. Yep, let me just boss Gallade. And where is it at? United Wings for game. Alright, GG's. Not the ideal matchup, but again, being a Dark type was enough to carry us over the edge there against this, because this could have gotten pretty ugly, not gonna lie. Oh my god. Hopefully we don't play against any more Mimikyu VMAX anti-United Wings decks. Alright, going into this game, we have an okay hand. We're playing against Mew VMAX, it looks like. Not a bad matchup for this deck. Now, it really can depend on how many Lost City my opponent plays. That's the one card I'm a little scared of, is Lost City, but our European hand is fine, I guess. Don't really know if I want to bench Articuno. I might have to, though. We'll see. This matchup is fine, though. If Mew stays in the active for whatever reason, which I doubt will happen, but you know, if they don't retreat the Mew, we can maybe knock it out. We'll see if my opponent has anything in their hand here to let them draw into a bigger hand. They don't, and they do stay in the active. We might be able to knock out Mew. That was a really good draw. All right, hopefully all 3 Flamigos are in the deck here. Yo, all right, they're in there. Let's check the rest of our prizes. We do have all of our Murkrows, both collapsed, maybe? Yep, okay, good. Might have the bench Articuno. So... there's a lot of things we can do. We can Nest Ball. For a second Murkrow, we can Ultra Ball. Yeah, I'm gonna probably bench Articuno. If it gets bossed, I mean, so be it. We can grab another thing here. Grab Wattrel. Bench Articuno. We'll reconstitute. Yeah, probably gonna have to get rid of Kirlia. I do want to get Ralts down this turn too if I can. Get Manaphy. Nope. Okay. It's fine. We'll Serena. We need to find a Dark Energy, and I think one more discard will get us a knockout. I think we whiffed. Did we whiff? Yeah, we whiffed. No knockout. Rip. Close call. All right, that's fine. We can... we're so close. All right, that's fine. We'll spin turn here into Flamigo. That's pretty funny that we actually whiffed the knockout. That's fine. Spin turn's honestly kind of lit, because now we're forcing them to boss me. Very unfortunate knockout there. If we just got the knockout, it would have been so... that sucks. That sucks. You can't win them all, though. We do need to get Articuno off the board, though. Honestly, the way this deck works, we might not even care if Articuno's in play. They're just going to treat Genesect. Ooh, an Escape Rope. Sneaky, sneaky rope. Take my Ditto. Take my Ditto as a peace offering. All right, let's see what they got here. Can they even knock me out? They have a Cleansing Gloves. That's fine. They have 3 cards in hand. Okay, they get to play the game. I was going to say, are they able to draw any cards? Ooh, Palpad being gone is pretty decent, not going to lie. So yeah, we're going to get a game. My opponent can finally draw cards here with their Genesect. All right, looks like they're all in on the Mew. My opponent does need to potentially KO my Murkrow here. There's a Battle VIP getting discarded. Does the Cram flip heads? It does not. Rip. Being down 2 Gust cards kind of sucks too. Okay, they had a Force Seal Stone. All right, fair play. All right, they are gonna get to play the game here, so we'll have to see what they're able to cook up this turn. They could go for a boss on my Murkrow, maybe. They got another Jenny off that. Okay. It's fine. We'll see what else they have. My Murkrow getting bossed would be annoying. I don't know if I would go Flamigo or not, or Ditto. I don't know. Really depends on what my opponent does here. Wish his Murkrow was a Wattrel. I would love to Articuno win. We want to try to knock out this Mew VMAX next turn if we can. Yeah, I think it's fine. I think it was correct to spin turn, right? Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I like it. Because, like, if I just attack there with United Wings for 160, they can just Psychic Leap. So it was always correct to just spin turn and do some damage to them. The 20 damage could go a long way, right? So I think it's fine. They do pop the Force Seal Stone. They could get, like, a Judge. Ice Cube. Oh, no. If they get an Elisa Sparkle, they can snipe the Murkrow. No shot. Oh, no. If they get Sparkle, they can snipe my Murkrow. Dude, there's no way. Okay, they got a boss. All right, that'll knock me out. They have a Lost City. No Lost City one time. I think I'm just going to Murkrow, right? Just promote Murkrow and pray. Or Choreo is kind of bad, though, too. They get Manaphy in play, too. They could have went after Articuno. Actually, I'm kind of surprised they didn't go boss Articuno. I guess this does make the most amount of sense. I guess I had to KO Murkrow. Surprised they didn't go Articuno, though. I don't know. They could have KO'd Articuno, but I guess they didn't have a tab in hand, though. Yeah, so I need to bench Manaphy so this thing can't snipe me. That's pretty funny. They actually play Ice Cube. Do I bench this Murkrow, though, is the question. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I think I will bench Murkrow. All right, what do we draw? Hey, that's good. All right, we'll do that. Do that. Iono and Sue we're looking at here. We get some new cards. What do we got? Nice. Pretty good stuff. Oh, actually, this is perfect. So we can go do the Force Seal Stone. We can Star Alchemy. Grab Wattrel. We can reconstitute. Nice. Perfect. Don't have a knockout, though, so maybe it's not as good as I thought. Maybe I should have got, like... I think Defiance Band... I think I screwed that up. I think Defiance Band would have let me knock out the Mew. Maybe I did screw that up, actually. Crap. I'm not going to play the Collapsed Stadium because I don't want them to be able to do Psychic Leap. Yo, we might have to spin turn again. No, they could just snipe. I think I just go for the United Wings. Not great. I think if I just Force Seal Stone for Defiance or Choice Belt, I would have had a knockout. I might have screwed that up. Honestly, I think we're in a fine spot still. They have one Mew. They can't do Psychic Leap at the moment. As long as I don't play Collapsed Stadium, they can't play Psychic Leap. They could boss Articuno. Even if they knock out Articuno and take 2 prizes, I actually don't even think that's going to hurt us. Like, I think knocking out Articuno is still perfectly fine if my opponent wants to go down that route. They're obviously going to go into Ice Q here. I only have the one boss left, which is kind of bad. Actually, this isn't actually as good as I thought. Well, I can KO Ice Q with Flamigo, which I'll probably do. I don't want to play the Collapsed. Well, do I want to play Collapsed? I think I have to play the Collapsed. They do play Echoing Horn, so we have to try to play around Echoing Horn too at some point. Yeah, we'll see what they do. I'll probably go into Flamigo. My opponent does have a 2-card hand. They can draw a billion cards here. Lost City would be pretty bad. I guarantee you they do play a Lost City, so I'm just waiting for them to find it. There it is. All right, good thing I held the Collapsed Stadium. Rope. Ooh. All right, have my Ditto. I mean, they're probably going to boss me here, but that's not bad, actually. They just want to Lost City my Ditto. I do not mind that. Well, I guess they can Ice Q. I guess I can Ice Q. It was always correct to go Ditto, because if I go Flamigo, they can knock that out and send a Lost. I think it was always correct to promote Ditto here. They're obviously just going to throw... They're just going to probably knock out Murkrow. Can they even get the knockout? They have to go Mew VMAX to potentially KO my Murkrow here. Unless I get at least a Sparkle. They haven't played one yet, so it is possible. They also could draw energy, which would clog up their hand. So maybe. Vacuum, rip. We'll see if they get Sparkle. They can Sparkle Snipe. That is kind of funny. We're playing a Mew deck with a freaking Ice Q in it, which is actually kind of annoying me here, bro. This Ice Q is kind of causing us issues. We'll see how many Lost City they play. That's going to be the big thing, too. If I play Collapse and I get rid of Mew VMAX, that's also fine because they have no other Mew in play. So it's not a big deal. Got more burnable cards. We're basically banking on them not finding Sparkle. Nope, they got Switch Cart. Never mind. But they go Mew VMAX, I can knock it out and take 3 prizes. That's not even a big deal if they go Mew VMAX here. Do they got it like that? How many Murkrows do I have left? Still have 1. Plus Rod. Okay. What are they doing? Did they get at least a Sparkle? They did not. Nice. Murkrow's obviously getting KO'd. Does Murkrow get KO'd? Actually, no, Murkrow does get KO'd. Even with the double turbo, it's still 60 damage. Okay, I was going to say. This thing does 80, right? Yeah. The double turbo, yeah, rip. Dang it, the perfect math. That's fine. One issue is I can't Collapse Stadium away my Articuno unless I top deck a basic, which we do not. Shoot. I could Articuno these 2 away. It's fine. Let's play the Collapse. I think this is fine. I don't think this matters too much. Articuno being played is kind of annoying, obviously, but it is what it is. We'll just research. Nice. We can level ball. For Kirlia. We might need Gallade. We do have a thing prize. We can heavy ball. No, we don't have a thing prize. I lied. Okay, it was rather Kirlia here, obviously. Get rid of Wattrel. Okay. I'll just take a knockout. We'll see how many things they play. We'll see how many Lost City they play. That could be big. This is why going Ditto here is kind of important, because they can't Lost City the Ditto. All right, we'll get 3 prizes. We'll see what we got. Okay, all 3 of those prizes were pretty good, I would say. Still didn't get Manaphy in play, which is not ideal. This friggin' Ice Q can still attack and knock out Murkrow, which is kind of bad. So I'm not liking that. Is that going to flip heads? Yeah, it does, rip. If they do get a Mew V down, though, we could boss KO Mew. If I can find boss. Honestly, all we have to do is KO Genesect and Ice Q. Or, yeah, we just have to KO a Genesect and Ice Q to win the game. That had to have gotten Sparkle, right? We'll see. It's probably going to get Mew V. No, they fail the Nest Ball? Wait, okay, that's probably in their hand then. Yeah, okay, they had multiple Nest Balls. We'll see what we do here. Gallade is definitely a decent attacker too, especially if they got rid of that Oricorio. Power Tab, that's fine. Again, I'm curious to see how many Lost Cities they play. That's what this will probably come down to, is how many Lost City do they play. Collapse is kind of helping here. I mean, they're drawing less cards. They're out of Power Tab now. We can use that to our advantage. They can't Psychic Leap knock out Flamigo now. That could actually be pretty important. Uh-oh, that flips heads. That could be pretty devastating. That can get them the friggin... Okay, good. That can get them Sparkle. They have 1 Genesect left with a 5 card board. 2 extra cards. Do they get this Sparkle here? They haven't played one yet, though they could also have energy in their hand because they are running thin on energy. Okay, they of course got the Sparkle rip. No, they have the knockout with Block Slider. No. That's funny. I love it, bro. The Mew deck with the Ice Cube to prevent me from using my Murkrow. You love to see it. That's actually pretty funny. Got another Murkrow. Oh, they knock out my active, actually. Interesting. Interesting. I'm surprised they did that. So, how many double turbos do I have left? 2. I think we just go Murkrow. And we just get another Murkrow down with Nest Ball. I think that's pretty fair. Yeah. We have 2 energy left. I mean, our win con is pretty clear at this point. I also have Charizard, which could win us the game, too. Oh, they scoop anyways, I was going to say. The game is probably over. I was probably going to go Kirlia there to see if I can get boss. If I just KO the Mew V, we probably just win the game there. All right, we take those. Mew's a pretty okay matchup for our deck. Mew is starting to play Lost City now, which is not ideal for the United Wings deck, but it's fine because just hitting for weakness is pretty good. I might have fumbled the bag. I think when I did the Forest Steel Stone, I think I could have KO'd the Mew. I didn't really do the calculations in my head, but I think if I got one of the bands there, I think I would have been able to KO with Murkrow. We got there in the end. There you have it. That is the United Wings deck in action. I think this could be one of the new best single price decks in the format, besides, of course, Lost Box, which unfortunately this deck will probably never be able to be like a top tier deck because of Lost Box, but again, being able to hit the right weaknesses with Murkrow against Mew and Gardevoir is really good, and Wattrel being a lightning Pokemon is pretty good with obviously Lugia being popular and even Palkia V-Star coming back into the format with Xianpao. Honestly, we did have to get over a couple hurdles in today's video. Well, we did play against Mew and Gardevoir mostly. We were playing against a Mimikyu VMAX deck, which is really good against a deck playing a lot of low HP Pokemon, and also the Mew VMAX Lost City combo is also something that you do have to be very mindful of. Not a perfect deck, but I do think United Wings is a really fun one prize deck to play, and I did like the list. The Charizard is maybe the most cuttable card. We didn't use it in the video, but it is definitely good against stuff like Xianpao, Miraidon, and Arceus variant. So I think you would still keep the Charizard, and it is definitely maybe cuttable. Another Stadium wouldn't be bad either. Maybe even a Beach Court. I consider playing Beach Court in here too for the retreat pivot. So a Beach Court could be a really good one of to play. Maybe cutting the Forest Steel Stone. Another damage mod would be good. I wouldn't even mind a second Defiance Band or a second Choice Belt in here too. I like the Articuno. The Articuno honestly was really good in here. I like Articuno more than Squawkabilly. I know a lot of people in their list are playing Squawkabilly, but personally, I'm not a fan of the Squawkabilly in the deck. I don't really like it too much, but I think Articuno is just better than Squawkabilly, but you can always play Squawkabilly if you want and kind of toy around with what you like more. I personally prefer the Articuno because, again, it does let us play the Forest Steel Stone, and it lets you draw cards any point in the game, and it's always Collapsed Stadiumable. But yeah, that's it for the deck here. Hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe down below. Help me on the road to reaching 44,000 subs. Once again, thank you all for the support on the Paldea Evolved content. Again, today's like goal is 450 likes on today's video on the United Wings deck. Hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope this one, hope you all have some fun playing the United Wings deck. Hope this one was a good one. And that'll be it for me. Check out Card Crabbing. Get any codes, use code LDF. Check out my Twitch, my Twitter, and my Discord down below. And check out the Shuffle Squad and my second YouTube channel, too. We just looked at some new Obsidian Flame cards that got revealed, including a new Dark-type Charizard EX. Yeah, you heard right. All right. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye-bye.